What's up, you beautiful people? I uh I just got back from a run right now, so I'm out of breath. I'm sweating. I probably have some white around my lips, but I had a realization today while I was running that I always have my best ideas or epiphanies while I'm out running around the block. And so I also realized that I have all these things that I want to share, and I might put out an article from time to time. But when it comes to putting myself out there on video, I had resistance for whatever reason, and so I decided that was going to come to an end today. So instead of coming back and trying to get prepared or let me take a shower first, let me eat after this run, I'm just like, as soon as you get back from this run, Taj, you're going to start recording right now. So that's what I'm doing because I had a lot of people throughout my journey who helped me, and I know that by me withholding things that could potentially help somebody, I think back to uh, if those people didn't share with me how I would have ended up or where I would be today versus where I was back then. And so, with that being said, what I really wanted to talk about, and excuse me, and what I was thinking about during my run was, and this is not just for former athletes, this is for anybody who feels like they're not where they want to be in life. You feel like you're stuck in a job that you hate, or you have an idea for a business that you want to start, but you don't really know how to do it, or you're afraid to take that leap and go for it. And I talk with people like this every day who are having that same problem, just like I had. And so I want to give you a slight shift in perspective that could at least help you begin the process of discovering how you're going to change that. And so I was having a conversation recently over the weekend with a new connection, and we were talking about the analogy of sports and how the reason that as former athletes that we were able to get to a place of success was because we fell in love with the game. We fell in love with something. We worked our asses off. We made sacrifices. And because of that, that opened doors for us. It gave us opportunities, recognition. For some of us, it led to scholarships. For some of us, it led to professional contracts, literally getting paid to play the game that you love. Right. And so why is it that when we enter the job market or the professional world, once we hang up the jersey, we don't take that same approach? We don't think, what is it that I can actually dedicate myself to, um, that I would enjoy, that I can get good at, that is going to make an impact, or or a place that I can contribute to a team in a way that's meaningful to me, so that I can not only become great at it, but also, help other people through what I'm doing. So, and I'll tell you why that is. It's because we've all been conditioned to go for the money, right? And of course, we need money to survive. But if you're just doing something for money or for a paycheck, that's enough to get you started, but it's not going to motivate you to keep going, right? Because doing things for the money gets played after a while. So back to this analogy of starting with a sport and getting good at it because you loved it, right? You have to find that thing, whatever that is for you, a change that you want to see in the world, or some skills that you already have or are willing to put the time, energy, and effort into developing so that you can get to a point where you're good at it and people want to pay you to do it. Um, that's what you have to do. And I'm not saying it's easy to find that, but there are ways you can do it. And it really just takes being intentional and figuring out what that looks like for you. So I'll admit, like when I stopped playing ball, I was in pure survival mode. I thought that I just needed money to get out of my mom and dad's house so I could go live on my own, so I could feel like a man again, so I could feel independent. I thought having a nice apartment, having a nice car, going out and buying bottles at the club every weekend so I could attract girls was like the thing to do. So I was in survival mode. And it took me a while to realize that I had to take my eyes back off of myself and look at what was I doing that was going to contribute to other people. So, I had a dream when I got a scholarship. I was the first person in my family to go to college. I know that's the same situation for many of you. And so my dream was to create a better life, not just for myself, but for my loved ones. And so what happened to that dream? I forgot about it. I just got out into the real world, and it's like, okay, I got to survive now. I got to take care of me. I got to do things for me. I got to have the latest clothes, as opposed to, no, my focus, even though I don't have the vehicle for sports to do that anymore, my focus is still to help people and still to create that dream life that I envision for myself and for my loved ones. So you have a responsibility to find out what that is for you. And just because you're not playing sports anymore doesn't mean that you don't still have the opportunity to become great at something and create a life for other people and for yourself that is meaningful for you. So anyway, if you got something out of this, please like and subscribe this, because I'm really trying to get the message out and help as many people, many, especially former athletes, help them figure out their move and give them some tools to navigate that transition. So anyway, have a beautiful day, and I'll see y'all soon.